Well, the idea to develop a program to enhance energy renovation and to help citizens get going. The idea came up because we have a large group of craftsmen in Elsingor. It's an important business group in Elsingor. Electricians, plumbers, carpenters, masons, so forth. And we wanted to do something for this group, create jobs, and at the same time do something for the climate to reduce CO2 emissions. So it was a win-win situation. First of all, we wanted to create awareness, and that's what the thermal detectors, the heat detectors, are for. And everybody can borrow a heat detector at the municipality. The next step was the calculator, the online option to put in data about your own home and get a recommendation for us what to do. What kind of renovation you could benefit from and how you benefit. And the third step was the house visit to create demand. We want this renovation. And finally, action, the last step, where we had educated more than 40 craftsmen in climate and energy solutions. Putting this program together was the idea of the Climate Secretariat in Elsingor, for sure. But we did get some inspiration from about educating the group of craftsmen from another municipality, and we did get a lot of inspiration from the energy company Scan Energy also. They had this idea about personal communication, which is extremely important if you want people to act. And they had come up with the idea of Husets Energi and that calculator. And already before that, we used another calculator, which was also very good. But they combined it with this personal communication and house visits. And so I thought that was a better way. So we switched from the one calculator to the other, Husets Energi, and we developed it further on together based on our experience. Well, in the first place, homeowners are motivated when they know that there is a potential and that it actually is a good idea to do some renovation, and that is in place. And then when we could demonstrate and show them that there was a good business case also, better comfort, economy, the value of their home, lots of good arguments, and then we could demonstrate and show them the potential. I think that was important. We developed 7 modules of courses. This was a tailor-made program for the craftsmen, and we started by creating a focus group of craftsmen, one carpenter, one electrician, and a plumber. And then we interviewed them about what they would like and how they could imagine such an education. And then we contacted knowledge centers all over Denmark, actually, to get the best people to train. And then we combined it with various parts of the municipal administration. So we had this combination of knowledge centers on buildings and locals. You know, I invited people to an information meeting, open-ended invitation to all craftsmen in the municipality. And I remember having reserved a room with room for 25 people, and 31 showed up. And almost all of them signed up after the meeting. So we ended up being 47 who had signed up for the course, and of the 47, 40 completed. So 7 days with, I think, 1 or 2 days a week for a period of time. And then it was also flexible to a certain degree, so that if during the course somebody came up with a question, why don't we get to know more about this and that specific topic, then we would integrate it in the next courses. So 7 modules in marketing, financing, but also technical climate building matters. I think that starting with the focus group was important, because the people I got in touch with in the focus group, they were pretty well-known craftsmen in the municipality. The best experience I had in the program was, well, there were lots of good experiences. It was one good experience, but I think the most important was that the municipality created a good contact to an important business group in the municipality of Elsingor. Okay. Did I have bad experiences? Yeah. Well, when the program, the education, the 7 modules came to an end, they wanted it to go on. It was difficult to stop. And then we were actually blamed that we just let it go. But it was never the idea that it should go on forever. Another difficulty was that it is difficult to measure the effect. That will always be difficult, because you don't know if the effect was due to the education of the craftsmen, or if it was people's economy, in private homes or whatever. It was part of the project to document everything, all the renovation that were made. So that was actually possible to measure and document that this happened. But to measure the effect of the education of craftsmen, that was difficult. Well, the main reason for the success, I think, was that it was a brilliant idea and a good combination of creating awareness and interest and demand for energy renovation. And then, on the other hand, that when people were ready for an action, that they actually had knew that we had great craftsmen in Elsingor, and they had been educated in climate solutions, and they were prepared to do the job. And then this scan energy personal communication with homeowners. I think personal communication is extremely important if you want people to act and do something. In Elsingor, we do various measures. We work on, sometimes we focus on a specific group of citizens, school children, or another time at private enterprise, and there are various ways to do this. And currently we are offering to private enterprise to get an energy check. And we have ongoing campaigns in schools. We did a campaign in children's daycare centers, and so there are always various projects going on. Yes, about how to motivate people to do energy renovation. We do actually quite a lot of things in Elsingor also. We tell them about the great craftsmen. We write articles in the local newspaper. We make brochures like this one, Climate, Energy and Building Renovation. What does your municipality do and what can you do yourself? This is a collection of inspiration cases. And we have made several of this kind of brochures, and we don't make them to have them lying on our shelves in the municipality. We distribute them also to all relevant citizens, actually. And right now we are making another brochure for addressed at beach house owners. And this new brochure we make together with the neighboring municipality of Gribskov. They have even more beach houses there than we do. So together it's 17,000 beach house owners that get such an inspiration brochure with a lot of useful information, so you don't just throw it out. So we make sure that and beautiful pictures, because it's a beautiful municipality and area. I'm sure that a lot of others could be inspired by our case, but you have to build it on the situation where you are, and as goes for the municipality of Elsingor, it's a municipality with a lot of historic, beautiful buildings. So that was an important element in our education of craftsmen, for instance. And maybe you should do that differently if it was another type of municipality. If I were to do it again, or if I should give recommendations to others, I would stress the point of making the craftsmen work together interdisciplinarily. I think in groups, I think that's extremely important, and also I think put more stress on the communication part. It's extremely important also for the craftsmen to be trained in communication, so they can convince Mr. and Mrs. Elsingor or municipality to act on this and to do some climate and energy renovation. Maybe we didn't really celebrate. We should have champagne. We'll do that next time.